Good morning, everyone. Just letting the shop warm up. I got the other cabinet trimmed off. I'm going to show you here in a second. Good trick. I have a second hairdryer that I bought because we were traveling back and forth from his house to my house. Now I put it in my shop. Use this to blow off all the dust, and yeah, it works awesome. Pick them up at the thrift store. They're super cheap. Alright, let's go over and take a look. Actually, I think I'm going to do a little trimming on one of the sides. Alright, so I got these both trimmed down. Here and here. It's nice. I just got to fill the lock holes. You can see the lock hole there. And the lock hole. I mean, you want to lock your nightstands? I don't know. I took it off anyways. I'm going to fill them with a little Bondo, so not a big deal. I'm just going to run the plane down on one of these sides and try it out. Or maybe not. I don't know. I might just leave it. But as you guys saw, I took the molding off and then reinstalled it. It's awesome. Gotta figure out some tops. Let's look up here in my wood collection. Alright, we're gonna take a peek up there. See if I can find anything I can use for tops. I don't know how big this is. Oh, doesn't feel big enough. Nope. I don't know how big that is either. I need my taller ladder. And I thought I had 2 doors, but I think I only have one. See, this is a door right here, cabinet door. I used a bunch of them for a project already, so I think I only have one. Yeah, it feels like there's only one in here. I got these wide boards too, but I don't really want to use that. These pieces right here, actually they came off of a dresser, I believe. Those might be long enough. Alright, let's think about that. We'll get back to you. Alright, I'm just going to mix up a little bit of Bondo. I just use body filler, and that's the hardener. You just need a little tiny bit. I got these palette knives off Amazon for like $6. This is perfect when you're doing small holes. You can just take a razor blade, let it harden. Don't have to worry about cleanup. Just take a razor blade, scrape it off. If you need to use it for something else, it's very easy to clean up. I use this all the time. This size here, it's probably about 2 inches. I just mix up a very small amount at a time, because that's really all you need. Just a little tiny bit of the hardener. And make sure you mix it thoroughly so it's all one color. Try to get the color correct here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Everybody thinks that Bondo's messy and hard to work with, but it's not. Do it on a clean piece of cardboard. Mix it up really well. You can keep on using the cardboard over and over and over. If you don't put a lot of hardener in it, You can work with it longer. If you want it to dry quicker, you put more hardener. I put enough in so I can work with it. And also I can dry it with the hairdryer. So now I scrape it off so it's nice and neat. A couple of nail holes. And then this I just fill around the edge. Let that harden, and then you come back and do another coat. Because you don't need to push a whole bunch into the hole, you just want to cover the hole. So see, that's fine. And you want to leave it a little bit proud, because you're going to come back over with the sander, and you're going to make it nice and even. I have a little spot right here I want to cover. Blend it in a little bit. So this uses the rest of my Bondo. Scrape it off. Scrape it off the cardboard nice. And there you go. Very simple. Everything's nice and clean. Let this harden. Scrape right off. You can keep on using your cardboard as long as you scrape it off really well. And take your time. Don't mix up a big batch. Don't get ahead of yourself. While I let that Bondo dry, I'm going to go on and check my inventory. Just have a program on here that's called Numbers. Hope everybody's enjoying the good weather. We're supposed to get a little snow, I think maybe in a couple of days, but that's all right. It was 70 degrees yesterday, which is unheard of in February. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, take your time with the Bondo and just make up a small batch. You don't panic. It's best to mix up a small batch. Use it, let it harden. You can harden it with the heat gun. You don't have to wait. That's what I usually do if I have some, if I want to get to it. Or you can add more hardener. The problem is if you make a big batch and you put more hardener, it's going to be a problem. It's going to get hard real quick. Let's see what we got here. Just going to check to see. So this sold yesterday, so I'm going to do today's date because it doesn't really matter. And I sold it for $130. I got it for free. It was a kitchen island. The desk is inventory. This other desk is inventory, not ready to sell yet. The chair sold. Table. So the green, I just had him change the colors. So red is sold, green is deposit, yellow is listed, blue is ready for sale. It's completed. I've finished it, but I have not, and I've taken pictures, but I haven't listed it yet. And the blue is just the inventory. So when I pick something up, I take a picture of it, I get it in here, I put the date, where I got it, how much I paid for it, and then it goes to my spreadsheet. So then I can look here. Well, he made this up for me, so make it a little easier. So it shows me that I'm $25 in the red, which is pretty darn good. That means just about everything. Kitchen island was free, the desk was free, the other desk was free, 2 chairs were free, small table was free, the bookshelf was free. This is a customer's piece right here. This is another customer's piece. This was on the side of the road. These I got for free, the mannequins. The corner cabinet, I paid $11 for it at the thrift store, was out of business. This cabinet I got for free. This, well, yeah, it's kind of an end table. I got that for free. This was a customer's clock. This clock I paid $40 for, but I sold it for $2.50. The desk I got for free. This cabinet, oh, this other desk I got for free. Actually, it's downstairs in his office. It's really nice. This desk I got for free. Geez, when was the last time I paid for something? Last time I paid for something. Wow, that's pretty impressive. October 1st, 21, excuse me. I paid $10 each. There's a store in Nashua. I don't know if you can see them. These two little tables. There's a store in Nashua, New Hampshire that does hotel liquidation, which is awesome. So basically, they take everything out of the hotel and change it over. So the desks, the nightstands, the lamps, the ice buckets, the beds, the mattresses, the sheets, every single thing in the hotel gets changed over, and it all goes over to him. So the only problem is the guy that was doing it lost, he couldn't pay for the store. So there's a guy in Londonderry, it's called Deja Vu. His name is Tim. Awesome place to go if you guys are ever in New Hampshire. Eclectic, crazy stuff. So now he took it over and sold the rest of the hotel stuff, but he has a lot of hotel inventory at his shop. So once in a great while, they have $10 nightstands. Now, in the beginning, I noticed when I was picking up pairs of them, I tried to pick up pairs of nightstands that people would actually like, instead of, you know, some gaudy looking, you know, end table from a hotel. So, but I did notice a couple of them surfacing because people were thinking, wow, $10 a piece, you know, I could sell them, make a little bit of money. Well, you can and you can't. Problem is, so I paid $20, so $10 a piece. I sold them for $135. I cleaned them, degreased them, deglossed them, sanded them, primed them twice, painted them with chalk paint, painted the handles, did clear coat wax over the whole thing that hardens. So, you know, 135, take away 20, and then take away my time. Made $100. Did I really make $100? How long did it take me to do it? Yada, yada, yada. So you got to think about that when you're flipping furniture. Times seem a little bit tough here in New Hampshire. I moved from Massachusetts about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and it was much better. A lot of people were giving away a lot more furniture than they are up here. They also don't seem to be buying stuff as much. You know, it's a little more of a richer area in Massachusetts. New Hampshire is kind of, you know, a lot of people that are out in the wilderness living and don't have a lot of money. So I got to kind of think of a different way to grow my business. It seems like when I pick up a new piece of furniture, I got a kitchen island that was made in IKEA, put together, still got the labels on it, A, B, C, D, put this one with that one with this one. I mean, it was screwed together well. Let's face it, the quality's not great. It's sold in an hour. I don't understand. It's kind of crazy. You know, I try to only do or use good quality furniture that'll last a long time, but people don't seem to appreciate it. I don't know. Well, let's check out our Bondo and see if it's dried yet. Alright, let's check that out. Feels pretty dry to me. I'm going to make another little small batch for the two keyholes here. let's get to it. Please make sure you're in a well-ventilated area too. See, I don't even need that much. Make sure you leave it a little proud. Sometimes it's a little fussy. There we go. Look at that. Clean that off nice. Let this dry on here and throw it in the trash. Look at it. You can use this again. Alright, we're going to let this dry, and then when I come back we'll do some sanding. I'm going to do a little sanding, so don't forget proper PPE. These cost nothing, and they just screw right in your ear. They're fantastic. These have disposable paper masks on the inside. Normally I wear a respirator, but I'm just going to sand this small amount of Bondo here. I'm also going to hook up my sander to my dust collection, which I have a little button. I can turn it on and off. Alright, let's go. Now one more thing before I get going. A molding contractor that just does finished work told me when you do the sanding, so if there's a hole and you filled it and you just sand off that, it'll be proud. You'll see it in your finished product. So what he said to do was to sand a little bit of the area around it, and then it'll give it a really nice transition when you're painting it. So I just figured I'd add that in. All right, let me bring you in close. Now see how I sanded all the way around? It's nice and smooth. So if you basically if you have your eyes closed, you can't feel anything at all. This was just a little whammy on the side, so I'm going to do some hand sanding and fix that right there. But the rest of it's nice and smooth. Yeah, nice and smooth. Everything's all ready for a scuff sanding. And get some primer on these guys. I'm just going to take off the hardware real quick. I don't want to paint it with that on there. It's an odd shape, so it's flat. Because old furniture, older, just has an X in it. So it's basically just a slotted screwdriver. Just get yourself a dish so you won't lose your hardware. We switched over from the plastic that has the BPA in it to glass containers for our refrigerator, so pretty good recycling. They all came in here. seed a lot of small pieces, so make sure you keep them in the container. There's also these little clips for the file drawers. I don't know if you guys can see them right here, but I'm going to take those off too. They take a teeny tiny little screwdriver. No, that works. Oh good, they're stained underneath, great. I was hoping they were, so I don't have to do any touch-up. I know this is not a super quick flip, but once you start getting used to the process of cutting the desk apart, it gets pretty quick. So you can have this done in one day easily, but you just got to make sure for your area, what are you going to be able to sell the nightstands for? Are you going to do shipping? If you're going to ship the stuff, then you'll have a broader range of people that will want your stuff. But I haven't been able to do the shipping or figure it out yet because it's not as easy as I was thinking. I really need to have a person that is willing to do that stuff. But I need to just get in touch with somebody that does shipping like that. All right. Just going to show you the shop for a minute. So there is the two desks. Well, this is one desk, and this is actually another pair that I didn't film. I'm just waiting to do the hardware. And I had to make tops separately, so I have to attach those. But I think they look pretty nice. That's gray, and this is a black stain. These were old 70s looking with the big handles that went all the way across, the wood handles, so I took those off. You can see the rounded edges on the bottom, so that's how all the handles were all the way up. Not very attractive, but they're actually nice if you have a good sized room to put these next to your bed. These are actually a little smaller, but not much. So I'm trying to think of what color I want to do the body, and if I have enough wood up there for planks for the top or solid tops. I like the wood that gets burnt and then you can stain it a certain color. It doesn't seem to sell very well around here, but I would still like to do something a little different. If you guys want to leave that down in the comment section, and we'll pick a color out. And what do you guys think about the tops? Should I do like old barn board, or should I do solid tops? Let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I know a lot of you guys are watching this are not subscribed, so I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down there. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me get my channel off the ground. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.